Hey, all right, now, y'all better settle down in this classroom. Y'all too loud. Sit down. Hey, Treveria's track hawk in the back. Stop shooting dice with them kids back there. Now, listen, I'm your new professor, Severus Jaquarius Snape, and today we are going to be in potions class teaching you how to cook up this fentanyl. So turn your books to page 394.
Here we go again. Now, it needs to be stated before I go on to this long-winded rant that the actor that is going to be playing Snape, I have no issue with him personally. He saw the role of a lifetime and said, hey, you know, this is going to change my life. I do not blame him for being in discussions for being in this film. I blame the writers, I blame the directors, and everybody else that's involved. But if I was him, I would not take this role, because what you're about to get in this video is exactly why you shouldn't do it. You had an opportunity here to have one of the biggest shows in HBO's history, which will still be a big show regardless of this casting, but it's not going to be as big as it could have been. But no, instead you said, hey, you know, y'all love the Half-Blood Prince. Well, how about we give you the Sickle Cell Prince instead? They heard the description of black and greasy and somehow thought, yeah, we should probably cast a nigga in this role. He's dying to be the professor of the dark arts, so they obviously thought maybe we need to get a black man for this role.
Get him.
He's going to be in potions class trying to teach these kids how to cook fentanyl. We already know that his Patronus is going to be a Hellcat. Being a black wizard for him is going to be great because he's going to easily be able to dodge child support. Do you see how I could just keep ringing off all of these jokes? You don't have me to blame for that. You have them. They're the ones that put this man in a position to get joked on like that.
Why you booing me? I'm right.
But before we get too deep into it, make sure that you like, make sure that you share, make sure that you subscribe. And if you don't do all three of those things, I'm going to make sure that a book series that you love has a bunch of race and gender swap characters. And if you don't like that, you're going to be called a bigot. Now let's get into it. If you haven't seen the news, we have an official casting for who is going to be playing Snape in the Harry Potter TV show that's going to be coming out on HBO in 2026. His name is Papa Isidu. I hope I said it right, but I probably didn't. He's a British actor who's going to be taking on a role that was formerly played by Alan Rickman, may he rest in peace, as Severus Snape. Now, I know when you see that black man right there on the screen, your first thought is, yeah, he definitely looks pale. He definitely looks like he has a crooked nose, black greasy hair, gets bullied by everyone and has a vendetta against somebody and is chasing over a white woman for the majority of his life, and he becomes an incel and resents the child for it. If that's not what you think, then you must be racist, because I definitely see the correlation between this actor and the character he's going to be playing. It's not like we have sketches from the author herself that show what the character looks like. It's not like we have vivid descriptions multiple times in the book of what that character looks like. It's not like we have a film series that showed an entire generation of people what this character might look like. No, he's obviously a nigga, right?
Wrong!
We keep going through this BS, man. I said it a few months ago and I'm saying it here now. This right here is my problem with race swaps, man, because the actor that is going to be taking this role is going to face so much backlash. It's going to feel like he was back in the 1800s in them fields.
Damn, nigga.
It's undeserved of him, not just him, but the character of Snape as well. This changes the entire context of that character, because you have to think about the lore reasons. Because I know there's going to be some idiot in the comments of this video saying it doesn't matter what the race of the actor is as long as he does a great job. First of all, that's not how casting works. Casting directors, writers, directors, executives, they all go out with a set of attributes of what they're looking for a character, whether they be tall, whether they be short, black, brown, white, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. Black hair, brown hair, blonde hair, they go out looking for the actor or actress that fills that role. It's never just, oh, they're the best person for the job. They're the best person for the specific role that these people are looking for. It's not like an extra or something like that. So that comment in itself is absolutely stupid because that's not how that works. Think about Severus Snape's history in the world of Harry Potter. He grew up with an abusive father and was neglected by both of his parents. He was being bullied the majority of his life and was sad the majority of his life. He only had really one friend, and her name was Lily Potter. A white woman, by the way, which I wouldn't put it past HBO and Warner to make her light-skinned for some reason, but let's keep going. Now think about the things that happened to Severus while he was at school. Getting spells put on him, being constantly bullied during the duration of his time at Hogwarts because he was an odd child and things like that. A lot of things happened to Severus Snape that were not good. So think about all the horrible things that happened to Snape growing up and the actor that they're going to have playing him in this show. That gives them the opportunity to change the entire context of his story from, no, they weren't bullying him because he was awkward. They were bullying him because he was black. I don't think these people thought that through. Think about the optics for this right here. Think how everybody's going to look at that. You have a black man throughout his entire life getting bullied, getting shunned, being abused by his parents and neglected, and all these other things just for him to simp over a white girl for the majority of his life and defend her son that was made by his bully while he was growing up. The optics do not look good. And on top of that, it's not like Harry Potter is lacking for black characters anyway. There are a few that got neglected in the movies that are in the books that could have more screen time in this show, as Angelina Johnson, Lee Jordan, and most famously Dean Thomas, who should get more screen time because he's a major part of the books, by the way. So you have these characters that you can prop up, but every time you get a fucking chance to have a black character in a role that is more predominant, you don't do it. You always race swap a character that is either white or something else into black because you don't feel like doing the work that it takes to have these characters that are black stand out in front of all these other ones that may be white. We've seen it time and time again. We just saw it recently with Captain Clarence America, the hand-me-down Captain America, because Falcon wasn't good enough to be Falcon. He needs Captain America to be more legitimate because Captain America came from a white man. Another recent one, Norman Osborn in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man show. They made him black for literally no freaking reason at all. If you watch the show, it means nothing. They just did it just to do it because Norman Osborn is a known villain. So what if we make him black? It just happens over and over and over again, and the audience continues to reject it. But these dumb fucks are smelling their shits so much that they think they can just do whatever. And oh, it doesn't matter how you feel about things. We're gonna teach you how to feel about race. It's so aggravating. And me, somebody that read the books growing up and absolutely loves the films, even though there are deviations from the source material that aren't major, I love those films. And there's an entire generation of people who grew up on said films and books. Over 600 million copies is no small feat for a book. Okay, that's like a religious text, you know? Religious texts get copied that much. This is a fantasy book about wizards and witches. So yes, there are going to be people that absolutely love this IP. It is a seller, man. So going out and saying, hey, we told you guys this was going to be more accurate to the source material with our show, so the first thing we're going to do is cast a non-British actor as Dumbledore, by the way, and then cast a black man as Snape. When if you're going the route of casting American actors as Snape, Adam Driver is literally right there. You look at Adam Driver, you say, oh, well, he does kind of look like Snape. Yeah, that could work. You look like Papua New Guinea or whatever the fuck his name is. You go, oh, yeah, that's Snape? Yeah, sure, if I'm retarded. This is so dumb, and I'm so tired of seeing this. How many of these fucking videos do I have to make until these idiots hold on, let me take my fucking glasses off. I'm not even gonna edit this out. How many more of these videos do I need to make until the idiots that write these stories, make these movies, make these TV shows, these games, realize that we do not give a fuck? Look at me. Look at this. Look. I don't care, all right? I don't care truly about the skin color of a character. I care when you change things just because you think it's going to appeal to me because I'm fucking black. That's insulting to me.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
All in all, Warner Brothers just shot their golden goose for absolutely no reason. You already had a subsection of the fan base for Harry Potter that wasn't going to watch the show because they don't like J.K. Rowling and her issues on the Transformers. Now you have the other section of the fan base that was looking forward to this show like I was, and are not going to watch it now because you're changing things that are established in your books. And we already knew JK was on some BS because, again, even though she feels a certain way about boys and girls and how they're supposed to be represented, she is a leftist. She did sign off on the changes of Hermione being black for the stage play, and she has multiple times said that she didn't specifically say that that character was white. She also retconned Dumbledore in her own books to make him gay, to appease a certain demographic of people that may not be mentioned. So don't be surprised as they continue casting for this show if they make Hermione black or probably Asian, because you know, them Asians, they be so smart and shit. And they're definitely gonna make Ron black because, for one, you know how they feel about black people. The Weasleys are the poorest in the Wizarding world, so of course they're gonna be seen as the black people to these ignorant motherfuckers. And on top of that, he's a ginger, so when you rearrange the letters in the word ginger, you obviously know why they're gonna race swap him.
That's gotta be racist. There's no way. I'm gonna just keep it real. There's no way that is like of our culture.
Hey, I'm not the one making that up. They're the ones doing it. Look at this. You can see all these characters that get changed from ginger to black. So I'm not just making shit up. I'm just using my brain and logic here. And the brain and logic that is telling me about this show is that changing the race of Snape is going to do more harm than good. Not just for your show, not just for the fan base, but for that actor. He is about to go through hell throughout his entire run of Snape if he continues to take this role, because people are going to continue to shit on him because he will be seen as the black Snape, and nobody will give a fuck about his acting ability. Nobody would care about anything that he can do because they're just going to see nigga Snape, and it's not his fault. It's the people that are making the show's fault, and it's you idiots out there that are pretending like this is such a big thing, like this is so great because you're getting another fucking hand-me-down from white people, but somehow I'm the motherfucking raccoon because I'm calling it out.
Honestly, as stupid as a stupid does.
It's absolutely infuriating to me, man. It's like another one of my favorite things that I grew up loving, just going down the shitter.
How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
Feels great.
Y'all let me know what you feel down below. Do you agree? Put that down. And if you disagree, please put that down below in the comments so I can light your stupid ass up.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
But as always, hey, y'all be easy, and I'll see you on the next one, I guess, man.